Okay, for my video demonstration for kitchen chemistry, I'm going to be demonstrating how to make hollandaise sauce, and I'm going to try to give a demonstration of the science behind how it works. So, the ingredients that I'm using to make hollandaise sauce is 4 egg yolks and about a half a cup of clarified butter. And I clarified the butter by heating up the sticks of butter in the microwave and then skimming off the solid fats through a cheesecloth, and I'm left with this butter. And so what I'm using to cook the hollandaise sauce in is what is called a bain-marie, which is basically, it's a glass Pyrex bowl over a pot of simmering water. And I'm making sure not to let the bowl make contact with the water itself. I'm using the steam to heat the bowl. And this is so that I don't overcook the eggs, which would cause it to turn into scrambled eggs, which I'll demonstrate here in a second. Now, there's 2 ways you can break a hollandaise sauce. One is by overcooking the eggs, like I just said, and that'll cause it to turn into scrambled eggs. And then another way that I'll demonstrate is by not beating the eggs and butter mixture hard enough, and it doesn't allow them to bind with each other, and it just causes it to separate. And that's what's most common. So, I'll start with the eggs. I add a little splash of lemon juice. And what the lemon juice does is the acidity of the lemon juice helps the eggs denature and absorb the butter easier. But if I leave the eggs exposed to this heat for too long, you'll see what happens. Still gonna add the butter. I'm gonna pretend like I'm making a normal hollandaise sauce, but you notice how quickly I'm adding that butter too? You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to drizzle it in. This is one way of breaking a hollandaise sauce. And you'll notice how watery it is. It's not thickening like it should. And if you look real close, you can see how the fat is separating from the egg. And that is not what you want. I'm gonna rinse this bowl out real quick. And so the second way I said of breaking a hollandaise sauce is to overcook the egg, basically turning it into scrambled eggs. And that's what I'll demonstrate here. The point is that when you're making hollandaise sauce, there's kind of a delicate balance on the heat. If it's not hot enough, it won't cause the proteins in the eggs to denature and absorb the butter. And if it's too hot, it's just going to turn into scrambled eggs. So you need to find that happy medium, and you'll be just fine. I'm going to purposely get this bowl too hot. And if you see steam escaping the bowl like that, it's probably a little too warm. Once again, a splash of lemon juice. And if it breaks the first way and separates, what you can do is you can beat an egg yolk in a separate bowl and add this mixture to that egg yolk and then serve immediately. That's one way to fix a break. But if the Hollandaise breaks this way and turns into scrambled eggs, there's nothing you can do to fix it. You can't overcook an egg and then reverse that process. Yeah, the egg's starting to cook already. I'm slowly adding the butter. I don't want to break it this way. If you add the butter too fast, it doesn't allow the little fat droplets to bind with the egg. It just forms one big fat globule that's hard to separate later on. Oh, I can even smell the scrambled eggs too. Clearly a botched batch of Hollandaise sauce. I wouldn't want this on top of my Eggs Benedict, that's for sure. You can stop that.